Hello everyone, we got a lot of crazy news in today's video. Listen very carefully from Crypto Whale. Coinbase bankruptcy in 3, 2, 1. Guys, you guys cannot rule anything out in this moment of time, right? We just can't. When somebody thinks something's too big to fail, there is a possibility of that thing collapsing, right? Failing. Now, remember when we talked about that one article that posted and talked about how if there is a catastrophic black swan event, like a US exchange going down, right, collapsing and imploding on itself, that's when they'll implement regulations and these rules and laws, guys, right? That is how this can actually be a black swan, guys, because 99.9% of people do not think it's possible, right? Think about it for a second, guys. Remove your coins from these certain US exchanges, guys, or exchanges in general, right? Article stated, by the way, not just any exchange, but a US exchange. And obviously it has to be big. Kevin O'Leary said the same thing. Something has to go down, guys, for us to find the bottom. I'm not saying Coinbase will, but I would just be prepared for anything, right? Ryan S. tweeted out, today the US sanctioned Ethereum addresses associated with a privacy service called Tornado Cash. Circle immediately froze the USDC in those accounts. GitHub suspended contributors to Tornado. If you were waiting for the opening shot of Big Brother's assault on crypto, this was it, right? They use these certain events and catalysts for specific other planned laws, right? Exactly what they always do, guys. Problem, reaction, and solution, like we have talked about for a long time now. Guys, quickly on the Ripple case and what's happening. This is absolutely crazy. Now, look at this. Ripple defendants invoke fair notice and Howey as reasons NetBurn's ruling was fair. Then they drop this in. Finally, the documents are relevant for additional reasons. They may be used to obtain potential impeachment evidence or to impeach witnesses at trial. Oh, wow. For example, there may be evidence in these documents that undermines Hinman's testimony relating to the development of the speech or its purpose. Guys, something's very odd and fishy about this speech, right? Documents and whatnot. Again, perhaps will there be a settlement soon? I've always thought this but never put it down on paper. Bill Hinman knows what's in there. He has to be sweating his ass off right now, hoping that it doesn't get out there, right? Exactly. Something is odd, guys. Maybe this is why the SEC is fighting so hard to keep them from being released. Exactly, guys. The show goes on, right? Nothing can stop what's coming. Guys, something exciting. The feeling of excitement is floating in the air. Aside from that news, Digital Pound Foundation has tweeted out, Reserve Bank of Australia starts pilot to explore a CBDC use cases. There we go, guys. CBDC pilot launching, right? Come on, guys. Ripple is literally turnkey. We just cannot make these things up. Again, these CBDCs are up on the horizon, but people still don't want to believe, right? We're going into this centralized landscape. 1000%, guys. They want more power, right? Quote unquote power, by the way. The Reserve Bank of Australia will develop a limited-scale pilot to explore use cases and potential economic benefits of a CBDC. Australia's central bank plans to create a CBDC which will operate in a ring-fence environment. A ring-fence environment separates a portion of the user's financial assets from the rest, potentially securing one from the other in case of a breach. The project will take about a year to complete, according to an announcement on Tuesday. Interesting, guys. Do we think the reset will take place very soon or 2025? But this is what I know, that if there is some type of black swan, right, globally, they can implement all these techs, all this technology in the blink of an eye, right, because of the problem, reaction, solution. A question that has received less attention to date, especially in countries like Australia that already have relatively modern and well-functioning payment and settlement systems, is the use cases for a CBDC and the potential economic benefits of introducing one. With China's digital currency being fairly well established and having received mainstream extended trials at the Winter Olympic Games, central banks elsewhere want to make sure they are not being left behind in the digital currency race. Wow, what did we talk about yesterday? We literally stated it in yesterday's video, guys, that there is a race happening, right, globally, especially with the United States and China. And look what's being stated here. It's actually, guys, everything we have been saying has been coming true. What's happening? What? The US will not just wait and relax, right? Watch your guru, sweeto. Justin, Bank of England says crypto adoption in a fully developed metaverse may pose a systemic risk to financial stability. Again, guys, I mean, we know that they're just joking and just joking around, right? Because we know that this world is headed towards a metaverse landscape world, basically. Augmented reality and virtual reality. And then what comes after, guys? Full dive virtual reality, right? Which is basically what the Matrix, heading into this new world. The end goal is they want all this to take place, guys, in my belief, right? That's the end goal. Jack the Rippler, pseudo breaking news. The Bank of England will be withdrawing legal tender status of paper £20 and the £50 banknotes after September 30th, 2022. 10/14/2021, Ripple joins the Digital Pound Foundation, designing a path for a CBDC forward future. It connects to this tweet, doesn't it, guys, right? While the majority of paper 20 and 50 pound banknotes in circulation have been replaced with new polymer versions, which they'll be replacing with that, as we do see right here. If we do go, there you go, paper, right, quotes. We have polymer 20s and 50s now, which will be legal tender. Which are, so basically now this might be a quote-unquote nothing burger, but what is interesting, guys, is look at the date, September, right? I do believe there are no coincidences at the end of the day, guys. Even though if this may be nothing, it can't be nothing because remember what Ripple, come on. Digital Perspectives is out. Did the Bank of China just call Ripple a commercial bank? As we do see right here, Bank of China, July 25th, 2022, US fintech company Ripple. By the way, so Ripple partners with all the banks throughout the world, and people still doubt, right? I told you guys that. We told you guys that. It all depends on the banks, guys. It literally just depends on these central banks, right? That's all that matters. Literally, no other partnership matters. It all depends on these central banks because it's all about the money, right? These banks hold the quote-unquote power. The banks aren't going anywhere as well, guys. Ripple, as one of these leaders, Ripple Network, by the way, interested in cross-border payments and remittance, right? Solving the problem of neutrality becomes the key to the future development. SWIFT, important tool. Future cross-border payment system. Neutrality can be maintained. Key trade-offs. Ripple, as Native American, a fintech company, is inevitably subject to the influence of US regulators. As a commercial bank, it should be carefully considered in the absence of effective means to avoid the risk of SWIFT sanctions. Whether using Ripple will step into another American trap. Very interesting. Now, people were saying this probably just means that they are possibly referring to themselves, right, as the commercial bank. Now, if you go to this next week, guys, another connection right here, which is pretty crazy. Last but not least, from Digital Perspectives, once again, Bank of China US translation, Ripple needs to cooperate with SWIFT. Established powerhouse SWIFT, new competitors such as Ripple. Ripple needs to cooperate with SWIFT. Cross-border payments, Ripple and SWIFT promote each other and develop together. Wow, guys, this is just mind-boggling. It's not really because the Riddler said it first. SWIFT either, is going to vanish away or join this new system, right? This new financial system. If SWIFT doesn't innovate and adopt, they will just die away, guys, right? That's why China will have their own messaging, but could use XRP for settlements, right? Remember, look at this, guys. My dream scenario is SWIFT makes a deal with Ripple where all their banks get to use RippleNet for free. Maybe even paying SWIFT fits our XRP strategy perfectly. Come on, guys. Wow. Guys, these people literally tell everyone before it happens, right? Which is predictive programming. It's in plain sight. It's not even hidden. Pretty crazy, guys. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys please leave a like, subscribe, so much. Amazing day, and guys, see ya.